What a Saturday to remember. More on Canterbury's big win very soon and all the wash up from that. But the Tigers, Leichhardt, you couldn't have set the stage any better for Benji to get his first win, Gal.
Against the Sharks would have been okay, someone else. But look, a couple of people in the show were a little bit nervous about this game throughout the week and talking to me saying, I'm really nervous about this. And I said, look, if you can compare apples with apples, if you go out there and 34 players all play to their potential, I feel we've got more talent in the side and we can get the win. What will happen, though, is if they have 5 or 6 players play at 10 out of 10 and we have 3 or 4 players play a 5 or 6 out of 10, then we're going to be in trouble. And that's exactly what happened. The Tigers played through the roof with a great attitude and the Sharks had certain players that didn't play to their potential and they got absolutely dusted. And that's, look, the Tigers can do that to teams. They hammered someone last year by 60 points and come back to the field, got the wooden spoon, obviously. So, look, they could do that to teams. The Tigers, they do have some quality players, and I just felt their attitude was better the other night. They had a defensive, tough mindset against the Sharks, and the Sharks didn't handle it. Maybe, look, I don't think they went in the complacency. I was there at training the week before. Fitzy had them well and truly up for the game. They were ready to go. So the Tigers had a good win, so well done to them.
Yeah, Lappy Coruscant, unbelievable.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was brilliant. So he led them. Look, he had a bit of an up and down year last year by his standards. He's a quality player, as you know. Probably still one of the best nines in the game, but he had a quality game the other night. He was great.
Crook as a dog could hardly walk, apparently, before the match. Then after the match was engaged in the team song. Denny, I think
I love this vision. I love. Yeah, you know what I like to see? Yes, they've got it. They don't know the words because it's a new song apparently. But seeing Benji sing along now, some people have said the coach shouldn't sing along in the team song. Yeah, I've seen you up cronullaring and all these sort of things.
Is it coach?
Is it coach? No, but is it coach?
Oh, for sure. I can't believe.
Okay?
Yeah, I don't know where that ever come. I've never heard that, to be honest. And yeah,
you're happy for Benji to?
100%. 100%. I expect him to be in there singing it.
I like it.
Look, he's obviously got a fair bit to do with the new song. By all reports and by the looks of it, it's a brand new song. No one knows it. They're all reading off a sheet. Like they don't mean that bad the last couple of years where they can't remember the team's song. I know they've had a couple of spoons, but
you know it opened it up for the jokes.
They've won 3 or 4 games each year. So look, Benji would have.
I love seeing Benji sing.
Benji would have had a lot to do with that song coming into the club. So of course he should be there singing it. I've got no problem with that.
You weren't completely on no, you weren't at all on the anti-Benji train last week, Gus.
No, I said last week. You know, it's only early in the season. You know, they played away from home in Canberra. I didn't think they were too bad, even though the score ran against them. They got back to Leichhardt Oval feeling a little bit more comfortable. A lot of noise around the club. And Benji Marshall, well, the one thing I did say last week is doubt him at your peril. And that's what happened. He knows the game, mate. He knows football and he knows people. And this is a good young side. I've been saying this for 18 months. They will emerge into a really good side over the next 2 or 3 years. They've done this a few times over the last 12 months. I think they beat Penrith last year. They beat the Cowboys by 60 at home last year. They've got this one in them. The challenge now is to do it consistently, each and every week, to do it away from home, at home, night games, day games, hot days, cold days, rainy days, you know, playing in Melbourne, playing in Townsville, playing in New Zealand, playing in Queensland, playing at Leichhardt, playing at Campbelltown, playing at Parramatta Stadium. They've got to get used to that.
Gus, they remind you a little bit. Brisbane won a couple of wooden spoons in a row, were pretty ordinary, but they kept that young group of players together and eventually developed them, added a couple of senior players to the squad, and now look at them. Are they a little bit like that, you think? Yeah,
well, good quality senior players are hard to come by on the market at the moment. The market's the hardest it is, but they've got a lot of really good young talented players that have come through the system there. I really like a lot of those kids. It's just moulding them together and getting used to playing in the NRL. They have got Jerome Luai coming next year, so I mean, there's some, you know, there's something on the horizon as well. I never doubted them. I just knew that they've got that in them, and I'm very, very happy for Benji and the Tigers, what happened on the weekend. The Sharks, I think the Sharks never got the game they were expecting. I think when the Sharks reflect on that, they probably weren't as ready as what they thought they were. They probably, you know, I'm not calling it... Complacency is actions. It's not thought. Complacency is actions, and the actions came out in the game where they weren't quite prepared for it. They never got the game they want, and the Tigers just broke their will.